Hello everyone, very good morning. Welcome to the virtual classes. In today's session, we will discuss about Security Exchange Board of India, SEBI, functions of SEBI and powers of SEBI and basic things about the SEBI. In 1970s, there was a huge growth in Indian commodities and stock markets. Along with the growth, there were a lot of fraudulent activities. There was an increase in fraudulent activities like fixing the price, insider trading, not following the rules and regulations of the stock markets. So, because of this reason, Indian government was thinking we need some regulating authority for this stock markets and commodity markets, share market and commodity market. So the result of that thought is SEBI, Security Exchange Board of India. So we will understand some basics about SEBI. Security and Exchange Board of India is the regulator of the securities and commodity market in India owned by Government of India. In India, almost we have 17 stock markets, including the NSE and BSE, National Stock Exchange and Bombay Stock Exchange. The sole regulatory authority for all these stock markets is SEBI, Security Exchange Board of India, and it was established in 1988 and given the statutory power on 30th January 1992 through the SEBI Act. That means the established date is different. It was established in 1988, but the legal power given, the statutory power given to the SEBI by bringing one act, the law called SEBI Act 1992. So your right side here is a direct link from Wikipedia. So it gives some basic information. It is formed in April 12, 1988, 32 years ago, and January 30, 1992, 28 years ago, it is given legal power, that is statutory power. Jurisdiction, Government of India. Headquarters, it is located in Mumbai. Then agency executive, Ajay Tyagi, he is the chairman at present, chairman Ajay Tyagi. When we look at organization structure of SEBI, basically there will be board of members, 8 board of members. Out of that 8 board of members, one person is a chairman. Chairman is nominated by central union government, and remaining members, one from Reserve Bank of India and two from Finance, Ministry of Finance. So nominated by Ministry of Finance, 2 members. One is from Reserve Bank of India. Remaining 5 members are nominated by the union government. That means central government. So total 8 board of members. Out of 8, one is chairperson. So he is appointed by the union government, and 1 member from Reserve Bank of India, 2 members from Ministry of Finance, and remaining 5 is from Union Government. So this is a structure, board structure of SEBI. So when we look at the chairman, Ajay Tyagi, he was appointed on 10th February 2017, replacing UK Sinha. He was a former chairman, and took charge of the chairman office on 1st March 2017. In February 2020, Ajay Tyagi's term as chairman of SEBI was extended by another 6 months. That means his term expired, okay? But still, it is extended another 6 months. You know the issue. So, due to this corona, due to these issues, government is not taking any decisions. There is nothing, okay, there is no growth, no development, nothing changes can be done. That is why they're maintaining as it is in almost all the designations, all the places. So it is just for your information. The chairman's list of the chairmans of SEBI at present we have Ajay Tyagi. Next, functions of SEBI. I quickly just read out these points. These are all simple points and direct points you can easily understand even without explanation. See, mainly the SEBI focuses on three participants on the share market and the commodity markets. One is issuer, okay, the companies who are going to issue the shares, and the second one is the participants like a buyer and a seller, okay, traders, and third one is intermediaries, okay, financial intermediary, that means the brokers. They focus on these three persons, okay. So SEBI wants to regulate these three persons, and also SEBI wants to protect the interest of the investors. So that is the main function of the SEBI and main objective of the SEBI basically. So when we look at the functions of SEBI, it is protect the interest of investors. I told you when there was a increase in fraudulent activities like insider trading, fixing the price, okay, investors they lose their confidence. So to protect the Indian investors confidence, we have the SEBI and it works on the basis of that. Next, make regulations to drive the capital market. It also creates rules and regulations to drive the capital market and regulate the share market and the security exchanges by giving some law, by giving some rules and regulations. So it regulates the security exchanges and share markets, and it controls the working of share brokers. Of course, it gives some norms to follow to the share brokers. So in that way, by giving some rules and regulations to the brokerage companies and the intermediaries, so it will control the brokers. Next, eliminate corruption in the securities market. I told you corruption, it may be fixing the price, it may be insider trading, okay, or delay in issuing the shares, all these things. To eliminate these kind of corruptions from the security market, so SEBI is taking a lot of initiative, and they're working on that. So you may be knowing the meaning of insider trading. Insider trading means what? By knowing some secret information related to that one particular company shares, buying and selling of that company shares is called insider trading. That information is confidential, not available to the public. So it is not available to everyone. So somehow you're knowing that secretly and doing the trade, buying or selling. For that we call insider trading. Next, register the mutual funds, securities, and keep an eye on their activities. Of course, to do this, even to become the broker for share markets, stock markets, so they must register with the Security Exchange Board of India. In the same way, even mutual funds they must register with SEBI. So when they register, SEBI will keep an eye on their activities completely, what and all they're doing. So checking their accounts, everything. SEBI will take care of that. Next, to arrange training programs for the new investors. SEBI also arrange some training programs for the new investors just to give some more knowledge, okay, to the new investors. These are the simple functions of. When we look at the powers of SEBI, SEBI it is given a lot of power by bringing one act, SEBI Act in 1992, because when you want to control someone, you need power. So that is why they had given legal backup to the SEBI. What and all it can do. See, for the discharge of its functions efficiently, SEBI has been vested with the following powers. The first point is to approve by law of securities exchanges. That means for all the securities exchanges who will create law, who will create rules and regulations, it is SEBI. To require the securities exchange to amend their bylaws. So if anything, any law you need to amend, amending means editing. You can add some extra rules and regulations, or you can remove some rules and regulations from the existing law. So to change the law, okay, we need a permission of SEBI, and inspect the books of accounts and call for a periodical returns from recognized security exchanges. SEBI also inspects the books of account, that means auditing, okay, checking the accounts of all the stock exchanges, okay. So there must be transparency, they should not cheat the investors, correct, there must not be any fraudulent activities, that's why they will do the auditing. Then inspect the books of accounts of financial intermediaries. It is not only for stock exchanges, it also do the auditing for brokerage companies, the financial intermediaries. It may be commercial banks, it may be any other brokerage company. Okay. Next, compels certain companies to list their shares in one or more security exchanges. That means compel certain companies to list their shares means making it mandatory to certain companies to list their names in a security exchanges, stock markets. Okay, so Security Exchange Board of India, it will make for certain companies, not for every company. For some companies, it is compulsory to list their name. That means to add their name in a share market, and they must issue shares to the public trading. Next, a registration of brokers and sub-brokers. So I told you in the beginning itself. So all the brokers, sub-brokers, everyone will register with SEBI. Okay. So otherwise, without registration, you cannot do this brokerage. That becomes illegal. Okay. And even you can't do that. If you want to buy any shares or to sell any shares, we cannot do individuals. Okay, we must buy through the brokers. So that is how it SEBI works. So these are the few functions of SEBI. These points are very simple and direct points, you can easily understand, no need to explain much. I hope all of you understood this in a simple way. If you have any doubts, please text me. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.